This is the Commodities, Scrap Metal Recycling and Economic Report by our Bentley roll-off trailers and gondola trailers, open-top trailers, October 31st, 2022. U.S. raw weekly steel production fell slightly to 1.669 million tons. The U.S. and global economy are slowing. WTI crude oil price rose to $87.90 a barrel on tight supplies and concerns of a recession. Also, Exxon and other oil companies reported record profits last week. The U.S. weekly oil rig count fell to 610, but there is a slight trend up. Recession fears are bringing concerns that there'll be too much supply, bringing lower prices. U.S. weekly crude oil production remains steady at 12.0 million barrels per day, about flat for the 7th month. Conversations remain about increased production, but oil companies are committed to a tight supply to maximize profits. Scrap steel number one HMS price was steady at $310 a gross ton. There remains downward pressure for November. Hot rolled coil steel price fell to $35.50 per hundredweight, which is $710 a ton on slowing demand as the economy continues to slow. Copper price fell to $4.48 on the fears of a recession and low inventory, but demand remains okay. Aluminum price rose slightly to $1.03 per pound, which is $22.11 a metric ton. This was on the same recession fears and concerns over a worldwide ban of Russian aluminum. China October NBS Manufacturing Index fell to 49.2, the lowest since July. And remember, under 50 is contraction. New orders and export sales fell. U.S. September pending home sales fell 31% year over year, the worst since COVID and worse than the 2008 crash. Also, 30-year mortgage rates hit 7.08%, a 20-plus year high. U.S. September Personal Consumption Expenditure Index, the PCE, the Federal Reserve's preferred inflation index. It was steady at 6.2%, with food up 11.9% and energy up 20.3%. Core PCE, which excludes food and energy, rose 5.1% from 4.9%. U.S. Q2 GDP, gross domestic product, a key economic growth measure. It grew at 2.6% after the two previous quarters of negative growth. The two negative quarters typically mean a recession, so it's technically now over. The 2.6% increase was due to high exports of petroleum. Crude oil exports, yes, exports out of the U.S. hit a weekly record in August. U.S. U of M October Consumer Sentiment Index was revised higher to 59.9. Inflation for the year ahead is expected at 5%. Long-run inflation expectations fell to 2.9% from 2.9 to 3.1%. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average rose a big 1,778 points to 32,862. This was on signs of slowing economic growth, bringing hopes of slower interest rate increases after November's expected 0.75% increase. Gondola trailers by Bentley are back in stock. 48 feet long, 8-foot high walls in stock. But we can build you custom sizes. All are made from high-strength, hard-out steel, walls and floors. Call Bentley for a quote at 734-722-8100. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.